Good afternoon. My name is Sheikh Mahmoud Rahman, and today I'll be presenting my interim progression demonstration for my final year project titled Unimaze. This project is a part of computer science final project module, and my supervisor is Hussein. Unimaze is a student-only mobile application designed and to support us university students by providing a platform that improves communication, resource sharing, and campus engagement. Now moving to the next slide. Introduction and overview. Unimates is a student-focused mobile application that aims to address key challenges experienced by university students. The application integrates three main features, which the students' marketplace, community posting, and lost and found service. From an academics perspective, this project applies structures, requirement elicitation, and software design method to develop a student support system. The presentation will follow the structure requirements, analysis, system design, project progress, and feature development direction. Now moving to the next slide. Problem, context, and motivation. There are several challenges currently faced by university students. Firstly, there is a limited peer-to-peer resource sharing. Students often struggle to buy or sell academic materials such as textbooks and electronics efficiently. Secondly, community engagement among students is often fragmented, making it difficult for students to communicate and support each other academically and socially. Third, item recovery process for lost belongings are usually inefficient and rely on informal communications method. These issues can negatively affect students' academic performance and overall university experience. Inumates aims to provide an integrated solution to these problems. Moving to the next slide. Proposed project overview. Inumates provides three core components features. The first feature is marketplace. This allows students to buy, sell, and trade item within the university community. The second features is community posting, which allows students to share information, tips, events, and academic discussion. The third feature is the lost and found, which allows students to report lost items and browse listing of found items across the campus. Together, these features create an integrated system designed to enhance campus connectivity and student collaboration. Now moving into the next slide. Stakeholders are individual or group that influence or are influenced by the Inmate system. Primary stakeholders include university students who directly use the application features such as marketplace, community posting, messaging, and lost and found. Secondly, stakeholders include the administrator who moderates content and manages users, and the university administration or IT department, which provides technical support or institutional oversight. Indirect stakeholders include campus security staff and data protection regulatory bodies such as GDPR authorities. These stakeholders influence privacy policies and reporting procedures. Understanding stakeholder influence help ensure the system meets user needs and regulatory requirements. Now moving to the next slide. Stakeholder context diagram and the onion model. This slide presents the stakeholder relationship using the onion model um, framework. The onion model visually represents stakeholders based on their level of interaction with the system. At the center are university students who directly interact with the application. The middle layer include administrators and IT department who support and manage the system. The outer layer include regulatory bodies and campus staff who influence policies but do not directly use the application. This model helps prioritize stakeholder engagement and system design decision. Now moving on to the next slide. Requirement elicitation. Several techniques were used to gather system requirement. An online survey was created using Google Form to gather feedback from university students regarding marketplace, community interaction, lost and found functionality. The survey is still open and continues to inform feature prioritization. Informal interviews were conducted with selected students to gather deeper insight into user expectation and common challenges. Background research was also conducted by analyzing existing student platform to identify functional gaps. Finally, brainstorm was used to combine findings and refine system requirements. Now let's move to the next slide. Functional requirement. Functional requirement defines what the message system must do. This includes user registration using verified university email address, marketplace, item listing and management, community posting, and lost and found reporting. Additional features include user profile management, search and filtering option, messaging between students, and notification management. These requirements ensure the application support essentially student interaction. And now moving to the next slide, non-functional requirement. Non-functional requirement focus on system quality and performance. Usability ensures users can perform key tasks easily without external guidance. Performance ensures system responsiveness during normal usage. Security ensures only verified university users can access the system, and data communication is protected using encrypted protocols. Privacy ensure personal data protection and all allows user to control their data. Reliability ensures the stable system operation without crashes, and maintainability support system updates through modular architecture. Now let's move to the next slide. Design approach and methodology. The project follows a sequential design progress that process that through requirement analysis, system modeling, and implementation planning. The project uses a user-centered design approach where system designs decisions are influenced by student feedback. The development process is documentation driven to support academic evaluation and structure development. Now let's move to the next slide. Requirement models and design architecture. Several software engineering architecture were developed to support system understanding and planning. Use case models were created to capture user interaction with the minimized system. A conceptual ERD diagram was created to represent system data structure. Sequential diagram were developed to illustrate interaction flows between user and system components. These models support system validation and implementation planning. Then there is my use case diagram as well. Now let's move into the next slide. Um, um, let's talk. So I want to talk more about the use case diagram. It includes actions such as user registration, marketplace interaction, community posting, messaging, and lost item reporting. This diagram ensures system features align with user requirements. Okay, now let's move to the next one. Entity relationship diagram. The ERD presents the conceptual data structure of the image system. The central entity is the image user, which connects to marketplace items, community post, and post lost and found items, and messaging system. This diagram provides the foundation for backend database development. Now moving to the next slide. Sequence di- Sequence diagram, core user interaction flow. The sequence diagram demonstrates interaction flow between the user front-end application and backend service. It includes user authentication, community browsing, marketplace messaging, lost item reporting, and profile updates. This diagram illustrates how different system components communicate. Now let's move to the next one. UI design and Figma prototype. The Inimage's user interaction was initially designed using Figma. The interactive Figma prototype allows validation of navigation structure and user flow before implementation. The Flutter front-end implementation was developed based on the Figma design to maintain the consistency and usability. Now moving into the next slide. Progress since PPRS. Since the previous project review, several improvements have been made. Functional and non-functional requirements were refined based on supervisor feedback. Additionally, design artifacts such as use case diagram, ERD sequence diagram were developed. Stakeholder analysis was expanded. The complete application interface was designed using Figma, and the implementation planning was initiated. Now, design modeling progress. System architecture concept have been developed and documented. User interfaces are designed were expanded with accessibility consideration. Technical development approach were refined through research and planning. Now moving to the next slide. Updated project timeline. This slide should present the updated project timeline using a Gantt chart. The timeline outlines major project stages, including requirement analysis, system design, front-end development, back-end development, testing and evaluation. Front-end development using Flutter has been completed successfully. Back-end development is the next major phase of the project. Additionally, time was allocated to UI development to improve usability and reduce feature design effort. This adjustment ensures a stronger foundation for system integration. Let's move to the next slide. Current and next step. Currently, core components requirements model, including use case diagram, ERD, and sequence diagram, have been completed. The Figma UI prototype UI is completed, and front-end development has been implemented using Flutter with dummy backend data. The next step include backend architecture finalization, database integration, and API development. Project direction development phase authentication module is designed. Module is complete. Community model design is complete. Marketplace and remaining modules are planned and ready for development. Feature development will discuss on the integration front end and back end system, followed by testing and evaluation. Now move to the next slide. And in conclusion, Unimates address genuine student challenges by providing an integrated mobile platform for student academic and social support. The project demonstrates strong academic progress through structured requirement analysis, stakeholders research, and system modeling. The design phase has established a solid foundation for the future implementation, testing, and evaluation. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a good day.